There are several videos on YouTube about fake animal rescues, so why more? Because channels matter as much as videos, and there are channels that appear genuine, where the rescue videos look real, and mostly they are, but they are taken from elsewhere and making money for the fake channel creator, not the legitimate organization that rescued the animals. Also, some of the makers of fake rescue videos are getting more sophisticated, not as easily recognized as fake. They, all, need full exposure. I had come to the horrible realization that the animal rescue videos I was watching on YouTube were nearly all fake. Reporting them seemed to be having no effect. Unable to find any way of contacting YouTube, in January 2023, I wrote, hard copy, to the CEO and relevant department in the USA. Nothing, no reply. I wanted to bring this more out in the open, so I contacted media agencies, in the UK, contacted animal welfare organizations, and even wrote to a very prominent celebrity, known for his support of animal welfare issues. Nothing, no response, and all the time the fake animal rescue sites were increasing. So, at the start of 2024, in the spirit of God helps those who help themselves, I decided I'd expose them myself. I'd create a YouTube channel. This video explores the problem of fake animal rescues. The next video will demonstrate how to spot them. Animal cruelty videos on all social media platforms have been increasing year on year, with fake animal rescue videos being particularly prolific. So why pick on YouTube and Facebook? These are the only two social media platforms that I engage with, so I cannot comment on the others. Also, YouTube and Facebook are the two biggest platforms, and a fake animal rescue video is a fake animal rescue video whichever platform it appears on. YouTube has guidelines as to what is, or is not, allowed to be posted to its platform, and these guidelines include a description of what constitutes animal abuse. All of these guidelines are ignored, contravened, and treated with contempt by the makers of fake animal rescue videos, and others. Despite YouTube having a reporting system that gives viewers 500 characters to describe a transgression, the pitifully low rate at which reported videos are removed is, I suggest, part of the problem that lets these hoax rescue channels survive and thrive. The premise of fake animal rescues is kindness, but it is a deception. The reality is that they are a deliberately orchestrated cruelty, and because these videos are ostensibly benevolent, they are the easiest form of cruelty for criminals to get away with, not only undetected, but financially rewarded for their cruelty and deceit, rewarded by YouTube if their video or channels achieves the required number of views or subscribers, rewarded by duped animal lovers who may donate money to aid their work, and, if their video or channel is monetized, rewarded by the hapless advertisers who have no idea where the YouTube algorithms are allocating their adverts. This type of fake rescue channel can be short-lived. When one disappears, another soon appears under a different name. The animals in the videos, nearly always kittens and puppies, are never seen again. Unlike a genuine rescue channel, there is never a post-rescue follow-up, either within the video, or in a separate video at a later date. There are two other types of animal rescue channel which I categorize as fake. Both import videos, real or fake, from elsewhere. One type claims, or implies, that it is they who rescued the animals. The second type states they are just sharing heartwarming stories. They are all capitalizing on animal suffering. There is a notable difference between the made-for-YouTube fake animal rescue videos and genuine rescue videos, that difference being that no matter how miserable their condition is when they were found, there is a happy ending for the animals, and we get to see that happy ending. In August 2021, the UK newspaper The Independent published a feature about animal cruelty on social media. At the time of preparing this video, it is just over 3 years since the article was published. Has anything changed? Well, yes, the problem has grown year on year, but the efforts of the social media platforms to end cruelty has been lamentable, minimal at best, totally absent at worst. The social media platforms certainly do have the power, but their reticence to use it, at a rate more than anything that looks just like paying lip service to promises made, is beyond reprehensible. These are the claims made by a YouTube spokesperson in the article. This video will examine the veracity of these claims.
Content depicting violence or abuse towards animals has never been allowed on YouTube. We enforce our policies using a combination of machine learning and human review, and periodically review our policies to ensure they are current. This work is ongoing. Earlier this year, we expanded our violent and graphic policy around animal abuse content, to more clearly prohibit content featuring deliberate physical suffering or harm to animals, including content featuring animal rescue that has been staged and places the animal in harmful scenarios.
That there was no response on behalf of Facebook is no surprise, Facebook having a near-useless reporting system and being the platform least likely to remove any reported videos. These are YouTube's guidelines on what constitutes animal abuse.
We may make exceptions for content that shows widely accepted practices, like hunting, trapping, pest abatement, food preparation, medical treatment, or animal slaughter that shows harm to an animal or group of animals.
Why should there be any exceptions? Cruelty and suffering is cruelty and suffering, whatever the context. And who determines what is widely accepted? The horrific practice of declawing cats, that is, the complete amputation of the last bone of each digit, is a practice widely accepted in America and Canada, but in other developed countries is considered a practice so horribly cruel, which it is, that it is illegal, a criminal offense which, in many of those countries, has never been practiced.
The staged rescue of animals where the animals are intentionally harmed or placed in dangerous scenarios for dramatic effect.
Those YouTube claims all sound very grand, but they don't equate to what I, and others, have been observing on YouTube, where fake animal rescue channels are popping up like weeds, giving lie to the spokesperson's claim. However, there is some truth in what he says. There have been some improvements on YouTube. The same cannot be said for Facebook. All the fake, staged rescues you saw at the beginning of this video were loaded onto YouTube channels this year, 2024. It's not looking good so far, is it? As well as the fake animal rescues, I'll be briefly challenging some of YouTube's other claims on animal abuse. Although progress in tackling the issue of fake animal rescue videos at times seems non-existent, back in April 2021 there was no animal abuse category in YouTube's reporting system. This is an example of how, in desperation, I would report as child abuse videos like this one, which looked like so many of the fake rescue videos, in the hope that it would be picked up and removed. The video and the channel are still live today because, thankfully, I was wrong about this one being a fake, and the update video was subsequently posted. In my defense, I saw this video in the very early days after becoming aware of fake animal rescue videos. I learned by my mistake. Hopefully, what I've learnt since then, I'll share with you in this and the next videos, so you won't make similar mistakes. At least now there is an animal abuse subcategory under violent or repulsive content. When reporting a fake rescue, or any animal cruelty videos, you'll probably find yourself needing to remember this small improvement since April 2021, as what YouTube does, or does not, remove, can be bewildering at times as I shall demonstrate. Although the focus of this, and the next video, is animal rescue videos, I think it is appropriate to take a look at other aspects of YouTube's guidelines on animal abuse content to see how effectively they are dealt with, as an indication of how committed YouTube is to upholding its claims and guidelines. The hunting of wild boar in America, to protect crops, may be a necessary evil, but to wallow and revel in the killing of an animal that had no chance against a high-velocity weapon is repulsive in a so-called civilized society. The killer joyously states, "My arrow just disappeared into that monster beast, and there's no better feeling." Wow! That was incredible. No better feeling? What a disturbing mentality. And just as disturbing is how many people have viewed the video in just 7 months. YouTube does not permit videos of bullfighting with swords in a bull, but permits this. I don't see much difference, except that bullfighting isn't American. Let's go back to what they say on animal abuse. In terms of cruelty, I regard the next image as worse than 2 dogs, or 2 cockerels, fighting each other in a pit, where at least it is one-on-one. Nor would I regard what follows as widely accepted, even in America, a developed country not exactly at the top of the league when it comes to animal welfare issues or concerns. If YouTube doesn't regard 3 dogs tearing into 1 boar as violence and abuse towards an animal, just what do they consider violence and abuse? And what excuse have they for this video being on YouTube? Fox hunting has been illegal in the United Kingdom for 20 years, and the video, loaded in 2023, is unequivocal about its content. Where was the machine learning and where were the human reviewers when the channel creator applied for monetization with adverts? Given that YouTube can detect, with near warp speed, any perceived insult, or hate speech, formerly known as a different opinion or different point of view, or any wrongthink and issue punishment, I would have expected them to have been able to detect videos showing an activity that is illegal in the country depicted in the video. Let's have another look at that list of what YouTube regards as animal abuse, because it gets worse. Specifically, the category of animal abuse allegedly forbidden by YouTube, that is, hunting using non-standard practices such as bombs or poison. I guess it's not too big a stretch of the imagination to realize what is about to happen to this group of wild boar. In this stomach-turning, disgusting video, the animals not killed by the blast can be heard screaming in agony and seen thrashing about. It is not the only video on YouTube of live boar being blown up. There is no excuse for such obscene animal abuse being on social media. Absolutely none, yet as you see, YouTube did not remove the video when I reported it. Far from being, quote, widely accepted, trophy hunting of African big game, much of it endangered, is widely, and rightly, condemned in all but a few places globally. It is seen by most of the world for what it is, a pointless, species-damaging, degenerate, bloodlust, disgrace. Thankfully, even in America, the pitiful excuse for a human being that is the woman who shot the giraffe drew justified condemnation from her fellow countrymen. Sadly though, it doesn't seem to stop those Americans who kill for fun, like the idiot grinning inanely with the leopard, an endangered species, that he has killed, from continuing their offensive and inexcusable assault on wildlife. I said these Americans kill for fun. I deliberately didn't use the term sport because the animals have no sporting chance. It is slaughter for the sake of slaughter, pure and simple. There is no justification for this killing. The oft-used excuse of these wildlife killers, that the dead animal went to feed local villagers, cuts no ice. The gene pool of the slaughtered wildlife species, and the local villagers, would both be better served by a gift of goats or cattle to said villagers. It is incomprehensible that anyone can post a near 2.5-hour-long video of an African game slaughterfest, a killing spree, and feel no shame. Whether blowing up live boar, or trophy hunting, it all disgraces America. There is no excuse for killing animals for fun, as the Humane Society of America puts it, for bragging rights. So what has this got to do with fake animal rescues? Well, if YouTube allows such videos as these, of the wholesale killing of often fragile, or endangered, populations of African big game species, or the blowing up of live animals, what faith or confidence can people have in their promises to stop the killing of kittens and puppies? For I am in little doubt that the kittens and puppies in fake animal rescue videos are disposed of, once they have served their purpose. Where is YouTube's moral conscience? It is a truism that actions speak louder than words, and without vigorous, committed and visible results, YouTube's promises are mostly, but not completely, just empty words on paper or screen. Almost exactly 2 years after the article in the UK newspaper The Independent, in August 2023, Euronews also did a feature about the problem of fake animal rescues. 2 years is more than enough for the problem to have been sorted, for these cruel, thieving, criminals to have been stopped, but yet, a year later, in August 2024, the problem shows no signs of abating, rather, it continues to increase. I believe Euronews has confused videos and channels. In the first half of 2024, I reported well over 100 videos as violating YouTube's guidelines. All had been loaded in 2024, and they are just a fraction of the fake rescue videos being uploaded. As I mentioned earlier, YouTube does now have a subcategory, animal abuse, under the category violent or repulsive content. You can use one or both of these categories to report a fake rescue video. Because the cruelty in these videos isn't obvious, it's often easier to prove fakery. Also, it is often difficult to fathom which videos YouTube choose to remove. I will demonstrate this in the next video. After selecting one category, You would have to make 2 reports to report one video as animal abuse and then as a scam. Click on Next and you'll be taken to the page that gives you 500 characters to describe the violation. In the spring of 2024, Bestini, the maker of this obviously fake rescue video, uploaded over 60 fake rescue videos over a circa 6 weeks period, processing over 70 kittens. I reported 56 of these videos, often as both animal abuse and fraud, but only 2 were removed. So many videos being reported as fake on a daily basis should have rung alarm bells at YouTube, and the channel shut down before the reports reached double figures. There is now a charity, a coalition of animal charities across the world, working to stop this and other animal cruelty on social media. More details at the end of this video. At the beginning of this sick video, the kitten, which is barely 2 weeks old, if that, is in a puddle at the side of the road. Its mother would not have left it there, nor, as tiny as it is, would it have got there by itself. Putting kittens and puppies in water is a favorite trick of the scammers. Why do the scammers do this? Because it increases the distress of these infant animals and tugs at the heartstrings of the viewers. The barely visible dark lump you can see at the end of the strip of water, in the second thumbnail from the left on the top row, is the tiny kitten you have just seen, before the fraudsters moved it to the middle of the road for easier filming, and yes, the 2 thumbnails next to it are the same video but on different channels, another guideline the hoaxers flaunt, usually with impunity. Again, this is covered fully in the next video. This absolutely classic made-for-YouTube fake rescue video was uploaded to YouTube in mid-August 2024, that is 3 years after these scam videos were exposed by the UK's newspaper The Independent, and nearly 3.5 years since YouTube announced in March 2021 that it would ban fake rescue channels. This channel only became a rescue shelter in July 2024. I reported the entire channel as fake twice, to no avail, and you know it by now. There'll be more details in the next video, but I want to add something obvious, that is, kittens and puppies, but particularly kittens with their famous feline aversion to water, don't sit around in puddles. Why the failure by YouTube? What's it all about? Well, of course, it's all about money. What else? So, who is making money from these fake rescue videos? Firstly, of course, there are those who make the videos, the people who will take a puppy, wet its body for added pathos, put it in a cardboard box that it could and would easily climb out of, take it somewhere remote where they will find it. Then there's money to be made for the people who import these fake rescue videos and real rescue videos to a channel they have created, and, unbelievably, there's even money to be made on YouTube from blowing up dead pigs when there are hundreds of thousands of people that will watch such disgusting videos. Even though the pigs are dead, in many countries this would be regarded as a form of animal abuse. And last but not least, there's money for the social media platforms. YouTube has the second largest share of all the social media platforms, with its steadily increasing income hitting a gargantuan $31.5 billion in 2023, so there is no excuse for not having hired a team of people to tackle and eradicate not just fake animal rescue videos, but all animal cruelty videos on YouTube. 18 million cat videos were loaded onto YouTube by August 2022, the vast majority of which will be the funny cat videos that bring people so much joy, and of course contribute significantly to that YouTube income that is measured in billions of dollars. How can YouTube enjoy that income with a clear conscience when there are so many cats and other animals being made to suffer and die for criminals to make money on YouTube? While every cat is no doubt special in their own way, says YouTube, I would add that none are more special than those, and other animals, that are being made to suffer and die to be loaded onto your platform to make money. We know that YouTube has the financial resources to end this. I submit that they have a moral duty to end it. The quest for money continues, with YouTube offering the opportunity for the makers of videos or channels, not satisfied with what they make from views, subscribers, and/or advert revenues, to add a thanks icon, which YouTube describes as a way for viewers to show their appreciation, a tip in other words, so very American, but which I regard as a begging bowl when employed by the greedy, rather than the needy, such as charities, and it is the greedy, whether the makers of fake rescue videos and/or fake rescue channels, who avail themselves of the digital begging bowl with gusto, even though they have no overheads bar, possibly a bit of food for the animals while they are being used. The scammers that run this prolific channel imply by what they put in their about channel description that it is a rescue channel, but it's not. It's one of those that imports videos from elsewhere and may also be making some of the fake videos. Videos are loaded on a daily basis, a red flag, and feature only dogs and puppies, another red flag. YouTube states that its guidelines, some of which, relating to animal abuse content, you have seen, help to keep YouTube fun and enjoyable for everyone. But it is not fun and enjoyable for everyone. It is not fun and enjoyable for people who see and report cruelty, but see it proliferate. It is not fun and enjoyable to see videos of live animals being blown up, or low-lives with guns, gloating over the pointless killing of wild animals, some endangered. These people are not finding YouTube fun and enjoyable, aware as they are that the videos they are seeing are fakes. They are not having a fun time when seeing these scammers get away with loading fake rescues, seemingly with impunity, onto different channels. You now see on your screen another of YouTube's guidelines of what is not allowed, that is, repetitious content, but YouTube is awash with such channels, in particular those that make the fake rescue videos, and they are almost all monetized, which is part of the problem. In the bottom left corner, edged in blue, is a screenshot of a report I made, just one of the many such reports I've made, regarding the repetitious, formulaic nature of the videos on one of the fake rescue channels. And what an indictment of YouTube, what an exposure of its failure to act, that over 3 years after YouTube claimed it would ban fake rescue channels, a viewer is asking, in the summer of 2024, is there no end to the fake rescue videos? Sometimes, says YouTube, content that would otherwise violate our community guidelines may stay on YouTube when it has educational, documentary, scientific, or artistic content. Somehow I'm failing to see in what context blowing up pigs, dead or alive, is educational, documentary, scientific, or artistic. The picture on the right, from a video of the live pigs being blown up, is particularly grotesque as the audio is of people whooping and cheering. Ditto the pointless killing of wild animals for fun and the blooding of a child with that animal's blood. In the video, the boy, who is coerced into shooting the springbok, is clearly unhappy about any of it while the moronic adults laugh and congratulate him. This may be considered child abuse. I would consider it to be, as well as animal abuse. When you report a video to YouTube, you'll receive a notification like that shown on the left side of the screen. The part at the bottom, which I have edged in red, reflects the modern fashion of treating everyone like fragile children. I'm an adult, have been for decades, nothing on YouTube threatens my safety. I'm unthreatened and unmoved by abuse from strangers who are nothing to me. I don't need protection, it's the animals being subjected to cruelty, being processed, for money that need protection. YouTube also misses the point as to why I, and many others report these videos, that is, we don't want to take a head-in-the-sand approach of blocking the scammers so we don't see them, we want them taken down and stopped. YouTube encourages people to report violations of its guidelines, yet none of the videos in the following screenshots were removed. All were reported with comprehensive descriptions as to what made them fake. In the first, we see that a dog has been hung on a fence by the scammers, supposedly it has been there for days, and they know this how? In the next, a kitten and a puppy are tied up together and thrown into the muddy water by the scammers who then rescue them. Can you see the clue in the screenshot that it was the scammers who threw them into the water? Both of these fake rescue videos will be given a full analysis in Part 2, Spotting the Fakes. Next, a kitten, dead I suspect, which is nothing like the very much alive kitten, although apparently it's not breathing, in the video. What more evidence of fakery does YouTube want? And finally, a kitten is rescued, and we see at the start a vial of canine distemper vaccine. Feline distemper and canine distemper are not the same, they are caused by different viruses, but that vial changes completely as the video progresses, to the one seen above. I will cover fake veterinarians in Part 2. So, is this claim of YouTube that posting the same content repeatedly across one or more channels is not allowed any more reliable and valid than the previous claims we have seen? No, of course it isn't. And here, is Molly Family a market garden or an animal rescue channel? And what of Animal PVT Vlog, which is showing the exact same thumbnail though the video name is different? It's just Molly Family under one of the group's many aliases. But look at the viewing figures, 814 for a market gardening video, 93,000 for a very tiny kitten in peril. No, you cannot upload the exact same video to multiple YouTube channels. Well, yes you can if you alter the time and title slightly. YouTube's algorithm detects duplicate content. Really? We are often told how artificial intelligence is a threat to humans, but it looks like YouTube artificial intelligence would be no threat to the most intellectually challenged human. Presumably photoshopping in two kittens to an already fake, staged rescue doesn't count as uploading the same video to different channels. The same kitten, the same right foreleg fed through the netting, the same video title. Not exactly the Sherlock Holmes of algorithms, is it? I think we have to give YouTube a big fat fail on this one and, as Bachman-Turner Overdrive sang, you ain't seen nothing yet. This screenshot of my YouTube report history relating to the channel Sophia Life was taken in mid-July 2024, 6 months after I'd reported the videos. They, and the channel, remain live at the time of making this video. Sophia Life is the same as Molly Family, the same as Animal PVT Vlog and many more. As you see, none of the videos were removed. I had to split the screen to make it legible. This is the About section of the Sophia Life channel, and its duplicitous claims of building a shelter. Note that the Instagram channel is Molly Life. Molly Life. Molly Family or Sophia Life, they are all just various incarnations of the same people. This channel claims its location to be the United States. It is not. It is Vietnam. Claiming a location in a Western country is common amongst the fake rescue channels. Nearly 4 million views, 73 videos, and asking for donations. There's big money to be made in processing kittens and puppies in fake rescue videos. An ironic and tragic consequence of the inertia and lack of vigilance of the $31.5 billion income in 2023 that is YouTube, adverts for charities that are working to stop animal cruelty are appearing on the fake rescue channels. That is, the charities are inadvertently helping to fund these fake rescue channels. So, YouTube guidelines ignored, fake rescue sites proliferating, cruelty increasing, fake sites left live. What is the point in reporting them? First and foremost, YouTube must face up to and take responsibility for the cruelty and criminal activity that continues to flourish while YouTube does little more than make minimal effort to uphold the relevant guidelines. They must be made aware of the problem, and often, so report the fakes, please, report the fakes. Second, people are being deceived and, when they make donations to the sham rescuers, they are being defrauded. It is stomach-churning and heartbreaking to see such effusive praise from those who are being duped, especially when they aid the criminals by subscribing. The video has only been loaded for 3 hours and this, one of the most prolific scammers of spring 2024, has duped another well-meaning victim who has instantly subscribed. So prolific was this scammer that I began to prefix my reports Groundhog Day followed by a number. As you see from the inset, this was Groundhog Day 28 and the 50th fake rescue video in under a month, so yes, that is sometimes 2 a day, and all kittens, yet YouTube didn't find this sufficiently suspicious to suspend or close the channel and only took down 2 videos. Not good enough by a long way. And here, someone has been robbed of $75 by making a generous donation to a fake rescue channel. This channel is one of those importing videos from elsewhere and implying, or claiming, to have carried out the rescue. The video that led to this deceived person being robbed of $75 is, originally, of a real rescue and depicts a truly shocking and horrific example of human cruelty to animals, which is why it features on various fake rescue channels. It's good clickbait. I found it on 4 fake rescue channels. How many more is it on that I haven't seen? It will be featured on part 2. These thieves must be stopped. Third, this is a fake site of the type that defrauded that kind animal lover of $75 the person believed was going to help animals, but was going straight to the scammer's bank account. There is no Dublin shelter at Blanchardstown, Ireland, where they claim to be. Dublin is home to the Irish Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals as well as the Dublin Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, long-established organizations with authorized inspectors. Every rescue video on this sham site, real or fake, is imported from elsewhere and they imply, or even claim, see the red circle above, that they received the abused animal and treated them. They did not. Full exposure in the next video. It is said that we learn from our failures, and it's true. I began reporting fake rescue videos under the logical, violent, or repulsive content, animal abuse category. Frustrated by the dismal rate, the failure, of their removal, I tried reporting them as spam or misleading, scams or fraud and achieved a higher success rate. So, the moral is, if at first you don't succeed, keep sucking until you do because. Fourth, persistence pays off, videos do get removed. Fifth, you are not alone. The organization I spoke of earlier, that is a coalition of animal charities worldwide, is the Social Media Animal Cruelty Coalition, more usually just known as SMAC. As well as reporting to YouTube, you can report to SMAC, which is very easy, see their webpage, and, should you wish, become a volunteer researcher. It really does help to feel part of an organization and not just a lone voice, overwhelmed by a seemingly insurmountable challenge, especially when efficiently reported videos do not get removed. These are the organizations supporting SMAC and as you can see, there are some well-known names there and the organization is growing. Sixth, but most important of all, for the animals, for the voiceless, the innocent, the abused animals, used and sacrificed, for the sake of the acquisition of money by those who wear branded clothing and drive cars, so clearly aren't in a struggle for their own survival, humans who show the truth of the saying, the love of money is the root of all evil. Reporting a YouTube channel or video is easy. Here are their own guidelines, which you may wish to screenshot and keep for reference if you are not familiar with the reporting process. When you've reported a video, YouTube will send you an email, like this, acknowledging your report. If you click on Reporting History, you will see what has happened about your report. In memory of all the animals that have suffered and died in the making of fake rescue videos. Rest in peace, innocent little souls. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you have found it useful and that it has encouraged you to help end the suffering of animals used in the making of fake animal rescue videos by reporting any fake sites that you see. These sites need to end, to be removed for good, for the sake of the animals, for the sake of the viewers who are being robbed when they make a donation, and for the sake of the genuine rescue channels who should be the recipients of all the money being siphoned off by the fraudsters. In the next video, which I have had to divide into 2 parts so that it is not overlong, I will show you how to recognize the various types of fake rescue videos which, of necessity, needs to be quite detailed at times.